So, this is the second problem we are going to see today. See, we have a situation in which we are having two companies, one Indian company and American company. Indian company can get rupee loan in India at 9%, whereas for the American company, the loan percentage would be 9.5%. Whereas Indian company can get a loan in US dollars in USA at 4%, whereas American company can get the loan at 3%. See the difference between the previous problem and this one. In the earlier problem, we had one company having advantage in both the situations. So, what we did was the difference was reduced. That is, the actual differences we have to reduce to get the real percentage gain. But in this case, both companies are strong relatively in their own turf. That is, Indian company is strong in India, American company is strong in America. So, we need to add both the gains. So, in this case, 1% gain in dollar and half percentage gain in rupee, both should be taken together. So, the net gain will be 1.5%. Net gain is 1% plus 0.5%, that is 1.5%. Please remember, in the earlier case, we reduced the gain because only one company was having advantage in both the markets. Here, in both the markets, two companies, both of them are having advantage. So, the net gain will be accruing. So, it will be added. And one more condition in the problem is, we are having for 0.5% charges to be given to the 0.5% charge is for the bank. Bank will be gaining. So, the net gain to the companies will be 1.5 minus 0.5, that will be 1%. 0.5% gain for each company. So, we are going to get a situation where both companies will be gaining 0.5% and the bank is going to charge 0.5%. Okay. So, in this case, let us see how the transaction will take place. So, Indian company will be borrow rupee loan at 9% and lend it at 8.5%, lend at 8.5% to bank, and Indian company will borrow dollar loan at 3%. So, if the swap is arranged accordingly, Indian company will borrow rupees loan at 9% and it will lend to the bank at 8.5% and it will borrow rupee loan at 3% from the bank. See here, it is borrowing at 9% and it is lending at 8.5%. The loss is minus 0.5%. The loss is minus 0.5%. And in this case, it is borrowing at 3%, but the actual rate of interest applicable for the company is 4%. So, here the net gain is 1%. Here the gain is 1%. So, the net gain will be 0.5%. So, the net gain for the Indian company is 0.5%. So, they borrowed 9%, they give it at 8.5 percentage, thereby they make a loss of 0.5 percentage, but dollar loan is given at 3 percentage, so they gain 1 percentage, so their profit is, net gain is 0.5 percentage. Whereas the American company, they will borrow at 3% dollar loan, they will borrow at 3% dollar loan, and they can lend to bank at 2.75 percentage. So here the loss is minus 0.25 percentage. See, the American company is borrowing dollar at 3 percentage, and they are lending it to bank at 2.75 percentage. The loss is minus 0.25 percentage, and Indian rupee, they will borrow from bank, borrow rupee loan at 8.75 percentage. Okay, whereas the original rate of interest is 9.5 percentage, but here bank is giving them at a 8.75 percentage interest rate, so the gain will be 0.75 percentage. So 0.75 percentage gain will be there in the case of rupee loan, and they will be losing 0.25 percentage in the case of dollar loan. Okay. So again the net gain will be 0.5 percentage for the American company. So in effect, the both the companies will be benefited, and as I told you earlier, both companies are strong in their own fields, own countries. So the total benefit should be added, which is 1.5 percentage, out of which 0.5 percentage will be taken by the bank as commission, and the remaining 1 percentage will be shared by these two companies. And we can see the diagrammatic representation now. So this is the diagrammatic representation. Indian company is borrowing rupee loan at 9 percentage, and it will give 8.5 percentage loan to the bank. Indian rupee loan will be given to bank at 8.5 percentage interest, thereby it makes a loss of 0.5 percentage, and bank will give it to American company at 8.75 percentage of interest, and their bank will gain 0.25 percentage. Okay. Whereas dollar loan is taken at 3 percentage by the American company, and they will lend it to bank at 2.75 percentage, thereby making a loss of 0.25 percentage, and bank in turn will be lending it to Indian company at 3 percentage. Okay. See, in the case of bank, they are taking Indian loan at 8.5 percentage and lending it to American company at 8.75 percentage. Here they gain 0.25 percentage, and in dollar loan they get it at 2.75 percentage and they lend it to Indian company at 3 percentage, again 0.25 percentage. So the total gain for the bank or their commission is 0.5 percentage. In the case of Indian company, they are borrowing at 9% and they are giving it at 8.5 percentage. They are making a loss of 0.5 percentage, whereas they are borrowing American dollar at 3 percentage instead of the usual 4 percentage. There they gain 1 percentage, which was explained already. So their net gain is 0.5 percentage. Similarly, for American company, they are making a small loss of 0.25 percentage in the dollar loan, but Indian rupee loan they are getting at 8.75 percentage instead of their actually eligible limit of 9.5 percentage. So, there they gain 0.75 and they lose 0.25, the net gain is 0.5 percentage. So, all the three parties involved in this swap are getting a gain of 0.5 percentage, and as I told you earlier, the as both companies are strong in their own countries, the total gain can be added and the total 1.5 percentage can be shared by all the three parties. Thank you.